Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor was an American ice cream parlor and sandwich chain from 1963 until 2019. Welcome to Eric C. Productions. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest video that are posted during the week. Be sure to hit that like button and leave a suggestion or a comment. You might see that video in a future posting. Thanks for watching, and now back to the program.
When Deanne had her 8th birthday party at Farrell's, even the Beasley brothers had fun. When Jake the Snake had his birthday at Farrell's, the whole group wanted to come. In fact, there's only one place so crazy, so totally wacko, that everybody has a party. Farrell's. Because whether you're 6 or 14 or right in between, you always have a party at Farrell's.
On September 13, 1963, Robert Farrell and his friend Ken McCarthy created Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor, an 1890s themed ice cream parlor in Portland, Oregon. The first Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor was located at the Northwest 21st Avenue. Farrell's became known for their offer of a free ice cream sundae to children on their birthday. The parlors had an early 1900s theme, with employees wearing period dress and those straw boater hats, and each location featured a piano player. If you ever dined at the restaurant or were lucky enough to have a birthday party there, Farrell's was best known for its massive sundaes. Who can forget those drum-banging, siren-blaring servers? The whole experience was just downright loud. And sometimes downright embarrassing. I mean, the whole restaurant would stop what they were doing to stare at the commotion. In 1972, the Farrell's chain was purchased by the Marriott Corporation. On September 24th, 1972 of that same year, a privately owned Canadian Sabre Mk-5 jet, piloted by Richard Bingham, failed to take off while leaving the Golden West Sports Aviation Air Show at Sacramento. The aircraft overran the runway, struck an earthen berm, and ripped through a chain-link fence. 2 external underwing fuel tanks ruptured and ignited upon impact with the fence, creating a massive fireball. The plane continued across Freeport Boulevard, crashing into a moving car, and struck at 150 miles per hour a Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor. Occupants of the parlor included the Sacramento 49ers junior football team. 22 people died that day, including 12 children. On a lighter note, among other publicity stunts, Farrell's built the world's largest sundae at 1,551 pounds for the Guinness Book of World Records. By the time he had sold the chain to Marriott in 1972, he had had over 55 restaurants. Bob Farrell remained with the chain as spokesman until 1985. Under Marriott's ownership, the chain expanded to 120 locations by 1975. Thereafter, sales dropped and most of the parlors were sold off in the 1980s. In 1982, Marriott sold the chain to a group of private investors. By 1990, almost all of Farrell's locations had closed. One of the last original Farrell's locations in Portland, located near the Lloyd Center Mall, closed in 2001. At its peak, there were over 130 restaurants. Now there was none. In 2008, after a years-long legal battle over the rights to the brand, Parlour Enterprises of Lake Forest, California, was confirmed as the owner and operator of Farrell's property on the U.S. mainland. The company established a franchise model with original founder Bob Farrell as an advisor. They promptly opened 7 Farrell's locations in California, including Santa Clarita, Rancho Cucamonga, downtown Brea, Riverside, Sacramento, and Buena Park. By 2014, there were a total of 8 restaurants with one each in Hawaii and Sacramento, and the remainder were in Southern California. The chain began to suffer from declining sales and poor business decisions due to mismanagement. In fact, by 2016, Farrell's had accumulated $2 million in debt and was forced to start closing underperforming locations. The Mission Viejo location closed in January of 2016. In April of 2016, the Farrell's inside Mount Asia Family Fun Center was rebranded and named Lickety Split by Farrell's, featuring over-the-counter dining and a streamlined menu. Farrell's was also featured on CNBC's series The Prophet in 2016. Lamanis invested $750,000 to help revive the restaurant, and the reality show covered Lamanis' deal with Farrell's owners and stakeholders. By the end of that year, Farrell's closed 3 of its 7 locations. In August of 2016, the Sacramento and the Rancho Cucamonga locations closed.
Well, we're disappointed, but you know.
A popular Sacramento ice cream parlor closed shop without warning today, shocking customers and leaving 80 people without jobs. The owners of Farrell's Ice Cream say they could not make ends meet, blaming minimum wage increases and a rent hike.
CBS 13's Jennifer McGraw is live in Sacramento to explain what happened overnight. Jennifer?
Yeah, Sam and Christina, this restaurant definitely would be packed tonight. We've seen dozens of patrons trying to have dinner, but no such luck. The lights are off, and for now, we're told this location will be closed indefinitely. The all-around family fun Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor had made its way back to Sacramento following a 20-year hiatus. But after only 3 years, it played its final tune.
This became my home over the last 2 years. We grew as a family.
Employees finding out the bad news Monday morning.
Definitely comes as a shock due to the fact that we've been busy as stated for many, many months now, packed house.
80 employees to be exact. The owners say there are several factors, including the rise in minimum wage, and ultimately couldn't come to a rental agreement they could afford. For many employees, it wasn't just punching the clock, but instead a labor of love.
We have a lot of loyal customers. A lot of people that come in here on a regular basis, they really love what we do and what we bring for them and their children, and it's going to be a shame that we can't provide that anymore.
A previous Sacramento Farrell's location near Sacramento Executive Airport was the site of a tragedy in 1972. A World War II plane went off the runway and crashed into the restaurant, killing 22 people, half were children. Farrell's return to Sacramento in 2013 has played out to be brief, but patrons are hopeful.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but you know, they'll be back, and we'll find them when they come back.
The beloved ice cream parlor once had 60 locations. Now there are only 4. Owners say it's a sign of the times, but for now are holding on to a decade-old slogan: "We'll be back."
It'll take some time to find a location and do it right. So, but we will be back to Sacramento.
And unfortunately, a second location closed in Southern California today as well. I did speak with the president of the company, and he tells me that his main concern is getting these employees jobs, and they will hold a seminar for them on Wednesday.
All right, Jennifer, thanks very much for that live for us tonight in Sacramento.
In 2017, the Santa Clarita location inside Mount Asia Family Fun Center quietly closed. In July of 2017, the Riverside location closed. Some suggest that Lamanis steered into a bad direction because he ventured too far away from Farrell's origins and made no effort to establish a social media presence. Whatever the reason for the closing, the odds were certainly against Farrell's, as many long-standing SoCal chains were either closing or acquired by acquisition. After purchasing the company, Lamanis immediately closed the Buena Park for renovations and reopened the restaurant in August of 2017. Besides the Buena Park location, only the Brea location remained open. The Buena Park location closed permanently on December 30th, 2018. The Brea location closed on June 8th, 2019, leaving no remaining locations. Hey, you just watched my video. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.